Hello. So just before I go to bed, I wanted to come on here and tell you about a meditation that I had last night. Normally with me in meditations, we haven't really worked really for me. In the past, I normally get headaches. I start to put myself down, saying things like, I can't do this, I'll never be good at meditation, and things like that. All the negative comes out when I try to meditate, and I put myself down so much that I end up giving up and not trying. And I haven't tried for so long, and I didn't know if I could ever do it again. But last night I felt that I needed to try again slowly, and that is one of my goals for this year, is to try and meditate a lot more, try to get back into it. And last night I managed to meditate. I got into the pose and everything, and all of a sudden the headaches are starting to happen. I'm starting to hear myself think about how I can't do this, I'll never do this, and just everything that I can think of to put myself down. Then all the other thoughts started coming into my head, and it was just getting very noisy inside of my head, and I just wanted to stop the meditation and just go to sleep. But I stopped myself from stopping, and I just thanked everything that was happening and asked if they could part for a little bit while I do this. And it was so bizarre because it's never happened to me, and all of a sudden everything stopped. It was like after a storm. Like on Friday for us, we had weird weather. It was snowing and raining and then sunshine and everything. One time we were driving in the car and it started raining and then turning into sleet, and it was getting heavier and heavier, and we thought it wasn't going to stop, but all of a sudden it did. The clouds parted and the sun came shining down, and in a way that is what it felt like when I was meditating. With all these noises going on, everything stopped and parted, and I could see the path clearly on where I'm supposed to go in my meditation. So that was really an amazing start for me. And after I got into the meditation, I saw this Asian boy. He was probably no older than 10-year-old, I would say. He was probably younger than that. He was playing with a toy paper dragon thing. It had a stick on the head of the dragon, and it was just, when he moved it, it sort of, the body flew in the air sort of thing. So he was playing around with that, and I was following him along the path. And all of a sudden he stops, and I can see that there is a gap in the path, and he all of a sudden starts to run and jump over the gap, but he misses, and he just catches onto the edge and pulls himself up. He pulls himself up onto the other side, and then all of a sudden I notice him back on the same side to me, and he's doing the same thing over and over again. And each time that he jumps over the gap, I've just had my medication, so everything's a bit fuzzy for me at the moment. But every time he jumps over, he's getting good at it, and he's starting to reach the other side without failing. And once he's fully succeeded, he points to me and tells me to do the same. So I do the exact same as him. I run and then jump over, but I miss, and I just catch onto the edge and pull myself up again, and I realise I'm back where I started. So I carry on doing the same, but each time I don't really succeed at it. I just keep catching onto the edge and pulling myself up. And after a while, he stops me and he just stares at me and he says something to me which I thought was very beautiful and very wise, and I know I'm going to benefit from it, and I know my partner needed to hear it at the time, and some of my close friends needed to hear it, and I thought I would share with you what he said in case it's any good for anyone else. What he said was, some steps you take are larger than others. With time you will be able to overcome them. And after that he basically went like that and then told me to wake up. And afterwards I did wake up straight away, and the meditation must have been no longer than 5 minutes, so it was a pretty quick meditation, but this time it felt very slow and very peaceful. And yeah, I knew I needed to hear those words, and I'm really proud that I managed to do the meditation. And I just wanted to come on here and tell you that, and tell you the words that he said to me, and I hope they come to some use to someone. And yeah, that's all I really want to say. So, bye.